get that? Again, we can borrow from the Egyptians or the Hebrews when they left Egypt. There was 10 plagues before they left. Those 10 plagues were not the war. Those 10 plagues were battles that led to a far greater war. Every war, every spiritual conflict that you're in, every time that your eyes are going off of what's eternal and focusing on what's temporal, every time is because there are small battles up to that point you have lost. You with me? It's very important that we get that. The small battles in our son's life, we allowed a compromise, a convenience. We had a conviction, and we allowed a convenience to come into our home to keep peace with my mother and with our son. And because of that, we had a series of smaller battles that required we go to war. Come on. If you get drawn into gossip, that is a battle that you are going to end up fighting a war later for a relationship. If you get caught up in bitterness, unforgiveness, former pain, insecurity, if you don't get authority over that, when someone comes into your life that pokes their finger in that pain, the battle starts like this when it was not this. It was a smaller battle that didn't get won. And when someone came in and poked that smaller battle, now I'm at war. And now I'm choosing convenience over conviction. Okay? Listen, those small battles, it is important that you pray every day. It is important that you read this every day. It is important that you worship every day. It is important that you fast regularly. It is important that you're generous. It is important that you're forgiving. It is important that you walk in freedom. Those are all important pieces that help you win the daily battles. Amen. And they all have to happen. And let me give you an example of what I mean by that. When Jesus came down off the Mount of Transfiguration, remember he went to the top of Mount of Transfiguration, took 3 guys with him, Pete, Jim, and John, took them to the top. Pete, Jim, and John got to do everything special. They're up at the top. Jesus transfigures. Pete opens his pie hole. We're going to build a temple. Stay here forever. God says, shut up. It says that they dropped to their knees and trembled. I'm thinking after Peter opened his mouth, Jim and John are like, you are such an idiot. He's going to turn us into ducks. They come down the Mount of Transfiguration. At the bottom of the Mount of Transfiguration is what? A crowd with a young boy who's demon-possessed. And the dad of the young boy says, your boys, your disciples couldn't set my son free. And Jesus speaks to the demon, casts him out. The boys come to Jesus and go, whoa, Chad, whoa. Because it's the first time they didn't have their prayer answered. They lived a life of answered prayer. And this time their prayer's not answered. And they walk away and they go, whoa, time out, Jesus, hang on. Why couldn't we do that? And Jesus says this, that type comes out with fasting and prayer. Okay? Question, you just came off the mountain. You didn't go fast and pray and then set the kid free. What's the point? The point is a lifestyle of fasting and prayer defeats the enemy. A lifestyle gives you the ability to draw from that well and win conviction over convenience. Okay? Daniel chapter 7, verse 25. It starts out, it says, he shall speak, this is Satan. Satan shall speak. Satan shall speak words against the Most High. This is what Satan does. Watch this in these battles. He shall speak words against the Most High and shall wear out the saints. Chisel at you, chisel at you, and chisel at you. Chisel at you, chisel at you, chisel at you. Speak falsehoods into your life. Speak fear into your life. Make you feel like you're being accused. Make you an accuser. Chisel away, chisel away, chisel away. All he wants to do is wear you out. Do you not sometimes get tired and you don't know why? Like, I am stinking exhausted. I slept good last night. I'm eating right. I got exercise. I am wiped out. The enemy trying to wear you out. Wear you out. He will speak words against the Most High, and that will help wear us out. How does he speak those words? He did it to Eve. He said this to Eve. Hey, which trees can I eat from? Eve says, well, we can eat from any tree we want, but we can't eat from this tree. And he does this. He speaks two immediate lies into her that create him changing the narrative. He says, oh, wait, did God really say that you can't eat from that? He sows that seed of doubt. But then he says this. He says, God's not afraid of you eating from the tree of life. He knows that if you do eat from the tree of life, you'll become like him. Little problem. She was created in his image. She was already like him. Satan wanted to change her identity. Come on. Come on. He will wear out the saints of the Most High, and shall think, watch this, here it is, and he will change the times and the law. He'll try to change it on you. You think you were set free? No, you really weren't. You know that person still is like this. You thought you were set free? You know I'm not going to bring you a job. You thought you were set free? You know that financial anxiety you're carrying is always going to try to change the law. Okay? Watch this. But the court shall sit in judgment. One day. And his dominion will be taken away and be consumed and destroyed to the end. And the kingdom and the dominion, or that word is authority, that we talked about last week, the kingdom and the authority and the greatness of the kingdoms under the whole heaven shall be given, watch this, shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High. Important we get that. This authority is given to the people of the saints of the Most High. If you're in a relationship with the Most High today, you are a saint. You don't need a Catholic canonization to be a saint. You are a saint. If you're in right relationship with Jesus, you are a saint. And this word says that there's an authority that is from the Lord Most High that goes into his saints for the people of the saints. There are people in your life that need you to win your spiritual battle so they can walk in a greater freedom. There are people in your life that need you to choose conviction over convenience. There are people in your life that need you to stand up and say, no, I won't let this happen. I know that it's wrong. I don't feel like it's wrong. I don't want it. I'm going to choose not to do this. There are people in your life. God's Most High authority is given to you so that you can give it to people so that they can walk in the same victory that you walk in. Do not give up. Amen. Man, don't quit. His kingdom shall be an everlasting kingdom, and all authorities will serve and obey him. This is awesome. Amen. Don't you dare choose convenience over conviction. Don't lose the small battles. Point number 3. How do I know I'm in a spiritual war? Every spiritual battle always intensifies before the breakthrough. Every spiritual battle always intensifies before the breakthrough. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Are we doing okay? I don't hear any children screaming from city kids. Okay. Let me draw a picture for you. And we're going to land. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. 3 teenage boys taken captive. They were Jewish boys, and they were taken captive. King Nebuchadnezzar. Old King Nebi wanted to decorate his kingdom. So he sent his guys out and he said, I want every young, buff, intelligent, good-looking teenage boy. And we're going to feed them right. We're going to educate them right. And they're going to be ornaments among my kingdom. And 4 of those boys were Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. We're going to talk about the 3, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And so they went there and they had everything provided for them. Clothing, and food, and fitness. They learned 11 different languages. They were educated. They were honored. They were ornaments in the kingdom. They worked for Nebi, and he was their guy. They worked for him, and he was their guy. And so Nebi has these guys that come to him and go, hey, you're such an amazing king. Let's build a statue in your honor. Nebi's like, bro. Yes. And they're like, what do you say we build it 75 feet tall? And Nebi is like, no, we're going 90. We're going 90. 90. So they built this 90-foot statue of King Nebi. And he lets word out among the land. CNN, Fox, MSNBC, social media got it out there. Hey, on this day, we're dropping the veil. Everybody needs to show up. Everybody is somebody. Come on in. And when the veil drops, everybody's going to drop down and worship that 90-foot statue. Come on! So the big day comes, 90-foot statue is complete, covered in a big old drape. King Nebi putting on his best clothes, like he's got jeans with holes in them. He walks out on the stage, he's like, oh, this is great! The music starts, he's got the best worship band of the land until he meets ours. And music is starting, and all the cameras are set, and he says, all right, now when this crescendos, drop that drape, everybody bow. Music crescendos, drape drops, everybody, boom, except 3 teenage boys in the back. They're like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Go to Twitter. One of Nebi's boys goes, hey, Nebi. Those 3 teenage boys didn't bow down. And he's like, oh, you're kidding me. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, come here. Listen, you boys have been in my kingdom all this time. You know I'm taking care of you. You know what's right. You know what's wrong. Come on. Just bow down to the statue. Start over. Cover it up. Cover it up. We're going to start over. Start completely over. All right, you 3 now. Come on. Try this one more time. Okay, everybody, get ready. Music starts. Woo! Drape. Everybody. 3 boys say, nah. Would have been a good time for one of them to go, oh, my shoe, untied. Another one might have gone, contact fella. I got this. I'm going to find my contact. Would have been a good time to go, oh, you know, not that big of a deal. Jesus will forgive us. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, now listen. Listen, I know it might hurt some people. I know our reputation, but tomorrow you'll do better. But those 3 boys, they heard 2 words. I guarantee you, they heard convenience. They heard conviction. And so Nebi, he's ticked off. He's like, all right, we're going to have some barbecue. Heat up that fire. Bring those boys. Throw those boys in that fire. Oh my God. Guys working for him are like, dude, if we throw the boys in the fire, we're going to die throwing them in the fire. I know. See ya. Throw the boys in the fire. Guys, throw them in the fire, drop. King Nebi's like, all right, let's cut. Wait a minute, don't cover that. What? I got a question. How many did we throw in that fire? Nebi, we threw 3. 3. 3. Teenage boys, 3. In that fire. Nebi goes, why do I see 4 and one of them looks like the Son of God? Yeah. So then Nebi does this. He says, boys, come out here. Now, if I'm one of those boys, I'm like, no, you come in here. Like we're enjoying these deviled eggs, and the deviled ham, and the deviled cake. Are you coming here, Mr. Nebi? We have someone we'd like you to meet. They come out. They don't smell like fire. Their hair's not singed. Their clothes aren't singed. Nebi makes a declaration. He says, I today say this, anyone that hurts these boys or their family, I will kill you, I will kill your next generation, I will burn your house down, and I will give it to them. Because they know conviction over convenience. And they serve the God Most High. Abby, if you guys will come up. Let me tell you something. Whatever battle you're in, He is right there, waiting for you. Waiting for you. He's already there. I believe He was already in that fire. And those boys went in there and He was like, welcome home. No fire will hurt you. No water will drown you. I believe in our spiritual war. we get so focused on fighting humans, we miss the deliverance of the great Son of God. And let me close with this. The greatest spiritual battle ever fought started in a garden called Gethsemane, where Jesus Christ prayed so fervently that he bled from his head. Listen to his prayer. 3 times. 3 times he goes to his dad and says, please, is there some other way? Please, is there some other way? Is there some convenience? The most righteous man that ever lived the most righteous life, praying the most righteous prayer with the most righteous motive, went to his dad and said, come on. And his dad said, son, listen, there's people in 2020 that need you. There's people in 2020 that are going to fight battles, and they need you, son. You can do this. You can do this. And Jesus stops listening to that voice of convenience and pulls in that voice of conviction. And he says, not my will. Yours. Not mine. Yours. That's the ultimate statement of spiritual war. That's the ultimate statement. That's the ultimate position. Not my will. Yours. My will is to lash out. My will is to run. My will is to pay back. My will is to get vengeance. My will is to freak out. My will. The greatest spiritual war was won by those words. Not my will. Yours. You stand. The band is going to take us through a song. Abby's going to dismiss us. But as we're singing this song, as we're walking through what we're about to walk through this song, and then we're going to have pictures and battles. Listen to me. I don't know what battle you're fighting today, and I don't know what war you're waging today. I do know that Jesus, the one who looks like the Son of God, is in the fire waiting. He's in the fire waiting. And today,
go out to the wall to take pictures, and then we're going to have baptism too. So if everybody wants to